Hello everyone, welcome to Homeschool. Today we are with one more new and important chapter, that is control and coordination, which is a very interesting and important chapter for you all. Okay. Say our human system itself is a very complicated system. Yes or no? We can't understand this system completely. We don't know what happens at what time, isn't it? Say few things happening with this body physically, or the things which are happening inside. Okay, both. Some are under our control and some are not under our control, isn't it? Few things what body is doing can be controlled by ourselves, but few things cannot be controlled by ourselves. Say for example, the moment you saw your friend is coming towards you, what do? You will wave your hand, isn't it? And once the friend has come to you, near to you to speak, you will suddenly bring back your hand down. The moment you see your friend, you will wave your hand like this. So what is actually happening within you is, the moment you see your friend, his picture would have stored in your memory, right? So the brain becomes alert. The brain recognizes that person. Okay, and what happens is the signals will go from your eyes to brain. Okay, and the brain thinks that, yeah, I know this person. So what happens is the brain again sends signal to your muscle cell. So your muscle cell, some size changes happens in a muscle cell, automatically your hand lifts and you will wave at him. Okay, so once the person approaches to you, you will bring back your hand back, isn't it? So again the muscle cell sends signal to a brain. The brain tells the muscle cells to stop so that you will hold down your hand. So this much is happening in that fraction of time. See how much work is going on within yourself. The eyes are sending signals to a brain. Brain is sending signals to a hand muscle. So you are lifting your hand and you are waving at him. And whenever you want to keep back your hand, you can keep back. That is under your control. That is under the control of your thinking process, isn't it? Say if I want to walk, I can walk for how much ever distance I want, and then I can stop. Say this is under my control. If I want to eat, I can eat with my hands, and after some amount of things I have ate, I can hold it back, right? That is under my control. So few physical activities what we are doing, like walking, running, jumping, waving at friends or whatever, they are under our control. Our control in the sense, they are under our thinking process control, isn't it? But imagine certain things, growing in height. Okay, so when we were 5 years of old, we keep growing every year, isn't it? So we were at certain height at the age of 5. Then the moment we reach the age 6, little much growth is observed in us. At the age 10, little more height we will grow. At the age 16, maximum of height we will be grown. And at the age 17 or 18, after that age, our growth stops, isn't it? Say this height, I got it at the age of, 16 or 17, you think. Okay. And after 17 years of age, this growth in height has been stopped. Yes or no? So growth is observed only at a certain age. After that, it is getting stopped. Is it there under our control? See, for example, at this age, I myself think that I wanted to grow some more. I want some more height. Is it possible for me? Is it there under my control? Never, right? So growing in height is not there in our control, right? And at the same time, there are certain characters observed at certain age in both boys and girls. And we call those characters as secondary characters, right? So those characters also are not in our control. It automatically happens within us. right? So these are some of the processes which are not in our control, but there are certain things which are there in our control. Our control in the sense it is there under our thinking process control. Okay, so about this we are going to talk in this chapter. Okay, so automatically, like, how is the signal the moment you see your friend? How is the signal passing from eye to brain? Again, how is the brain sending signal to your hand so that you are waving at him, right? And how actually the height gets stopped after certain age. So these things are under what control? What is controlling within our body, to guard or to maintain these processes or activities? See, whenever I want, I can walk. Whenever I want, I can stop. So what is making me to stop these physical activities whenever I want, right? So about all this, we are going to discuss in a chapter called Control and Coordination. Okay, and one thing you observe here, just now the example I said for you, like you wave your hand whenever you look at your friend. See here, the eyes, the brain and the muscle cell, all three are working together to make the process happen. What is the process happening here? Waving. Yes or no? So the waving to occur, the waving to happen, which are the three organs working together? Eyes are working. Eyes are actually the main guys which have detected your friend's picture, isn't it? So that is sending a signal to your brain. So your brain is automatically started working. Again, your brain is sending signal to your hand muscle. So you automatically waved, isn't it? So here the organs, eyes, brain and hand, together they are working for a process to happen. What is the process? Waving. This is a physical process, physical activity. So for this physical process or physical activity to happen, all the organs, like all the organs in the sense, the eyes, brain and hand muscle here are working together and they are working with certain sync, isn't it? What is meaning of sync? What do you mean by sync? It is nothing but coordination. Yes, so these body parts are working in coordination. Sync, they are in sync with each other. So if you want to understand about the word sync or coordination, one more real life example I'll give you. Say 10 of you have started dancing. You have practiced dancing for a big function in a school. Okay, so you will practice for that, isn't it? If you don't practice, that sync or coordination in the steps will not come, right? Say in a dance, if you have to lift your hand, everybody should lift in the same moment, same time. If you want to lift your leg, everybody should lift the leg in a same moment. That is what we call sync or coordination. So if that sync or coordination is not there between the 10 people who are dancing, then your dance will not look good. People don't like such kind of dances, isn't it? So when does your dance will become perfect? Whenever all 10 of you are dancing with a perfect sync. If one lifts the hand, all the remaining 9 members have to lift the hand at the same time. Okay, only then you say that you are dancing in sync, you are dancing in coordination. Okay, so similarly, you relate the concept here. See here, to wave your hand, what organs have to work in sync with each other? Your eyes, brain and hand muscle is working in sync with each other. Yes or no? It is all happening in a fraction of seconds. See, the moment you see your friend, you will not take much time to raise your hand. Quickly, within a fraction of seconds, you will raise your hand, you will wave your hand. See, in that fraction of seconds, which are the organs working together in sync? Eyes, brain and hand muscle. Okay, so similarly, what do you mean by the word coordination is control, in the sense you all know, controlling something, right? Maintaining something. So here control is all about you're talking about control over this body, Okay, control over the certain things happening within our body. Okay, so what do you mean by coordination? Coordination means, synchronization. Synchronization means sync, working in sync with each other. Okay, synchronization between various body parts to work together for various processes or activities to occur. Okay, very simple common definition I gave you. Okay, so this is what we call coordination. Coordination means what? Getting sync with each other. So all the organs have to work in sync with each other. They should coordinate. They should work together at a time for various processes to happen. Okay, inside the processes that can happen inside the body, or the physical processes that are happening with your body or with your hands and legs. Okay, whatever may be the activity or process it is, if it has to occur, what should happen within your body? Every organ or every part should work together. They should coordinate. Some teamwork must be there between them. Okay, that teamwork, if it is not there, if it is disturbed between the organs, the entire system will get disrupted. That leads to some diseases. Got to know? Say, I can, in a better word, I can say coordination is nothing but a kind of teamwork between various organs. Okay, so they should cooperate with each other. They should work together. Okay, for various processes to happen. Got it? So that is what we mean by coordination. Okay, so about all this, like how the various body parts are working together. So how is, say, the moment you see your friend, how his eyes are detecting and sending signal to your brain, and again how brain is sending signal to your hand. So how is your calf muscle working in waving? This is what we are going to study. And actually, what is responsible for certain things which are not in our control, say growing in height. So why we grow in height and why it gets stopped after certain age. So what is happening within our body? And boys and girls at certain age will develop certain characters, right? So how do they develop that? What is responsible for developing such secondary characters at certain age? So all these things, this is what we mean by control and coordination. Okay, so these things we are going to study in detail. Okay, so first and foremost, usually control and coordination is achieved by two systems which can happen in our body. Okay, so what I just said, note it down all this. Control and coordination. Control and coordination is achieved. So how do you get control over your body, and how is actually various organs are working together for some process to happen? This can be achieved by two systems. What are they? First one is nervous system. Nervous system. Okay, and the second one is hormonal system. Hormonal system. Okay, so the control over the body, or the synchronization between various body parts, or the working style, the team work between various body parts can be looked after by two particular systems. What are they? Nervous system and hormonal system. Okay, so a nervous system will look after the things which are there in our control actually. Okay, most of the things which are there in our control. Say, just now I said, the moment you see, you will wave your hand. If you want to walk for some distance, you walk. See, I am talking, right? I am talking and this is under my control only. If I want to stop talking, I can stop it just by thinking of it. If I think that I want to stop, I can stop, isn't it? So this talking, walking, running, jogging, doing various physical activities, playing games, all this is under our control only, and these things will look after by nervous system. Okay, so nervous system actually includes network of nerves. Network of nerves. There are certain wires inside our human system. Information is always passed through these wires actually. So imagine in your house you have so many electric wires. Yes or no? You have one power point actually, right? So one power station will be there, and from that the wires will go to each and every room of your house, right? And electricity is passed through those wires. In a similar way, within our body, we have wiring system. So what do you mean by these wires? They are called nerves. So through nerves, here also electricity is passed. But electricity carrying some information, some signals. Okay, so this is how our nervous system actually works. Anyway, don't worry, we will discuss about the two systems in detail. And just slight introduction I'm giving you, that's it. And what do you mean by hormonal system? Hormones are nothing but certain chemicals. Okay, so automatically there are certain guys actually inside our body. We call them as glands. Okay, thyroid gland, which is there in the neck area, pituitary gland, which is there in a brain. These glands will release certain chemicals. So these chemicals also can control our body. These chemicals also can do some various processes. Like I told you, we grow height to a certain height, to a certain age. Later, we don't grow in height, right? So all these things can be controlled by certain chemicals. And boys and girls acquire certain secondary characters. So these things are also due to certain hormones in our human system. Okay, so those things are controlled by hormonal system, and most of the physical activities are controlled by our wiring system, that is nothing but nervous system. Okay, so the entire chapter is about studying about nervous system and hormonal system. We should study nervous system in humans and nervous system the movements in plants also. And we should study hormonal system in animals, that is humans, and hormonal system in plants. So this is all about the chapter, guys. Okay, so the entire chapter is about studying two systems in both humans and plants. Now let us quickly go for studying the nervous system in humans. Okay, first we will discuss about humans. How the nervous system is there in humans and how the hormonal system is there in humans. Later we will go to the plants. Okay. Our human nervous system is a very interesting system which is there in our body, and a very complex system also. Okay. And in normal language, I can say our human nervous system is nothing but wiring system. Don't write this in exam, just for the understanding purpose I'm telling you. It is nothing but wiring system in a body. Wiring system in a body. Okay, say here the wires are nothing but nerves. Wires are called as nerves. Okay, so our nervous system is mainly made up of millions and millions of nerves, guys. Okay, and don't get confused nerves and blood capillaries. Okay, so blood vessels are nothing but veins, arteries and capillaries. They carry blood, but these nerves will carry information from one part of the body to another part of a body. Okay, see, the moment you see your friend, nerves are sending signals to the brain. Through what it is sending signals to the brain? Through nerves. Okay, so every part is connected with the nerves. Got to know? So we have millions of nerves inside our body. So these nerves are the guys which are carrying information or signals from one place to another place. Okay, so our nervous system is all made up of nerves. Okay, and the nervous system is again divided into two parts, guys. Okay, so to study them better, we have divided the nervous system into two categories. The first one is central nervous system, and the second one is peripheral nervous system. Okay, so in short, this is called PNS. In short, this is called CNS. Okay, C means central nervous system, peripheral nervous system. Okay, so our central nervous system includes, write these points carefully. This includes brain and spinal cord. Actually, these are the two main superheroes which are actually controlling various things which are happening inside our body. Okay, say if you want to walk, you walk, or if you don't want, you will stop eating, jumping, running, talking, lifting hands, everything is mainly controlled by these two guys. Okay, so our central nervous system includes brain and spinal cord. And coming to the peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system includes, this includes cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Okay, so just try to observe this picture. Imagine you have a person. Okay, say imagine this is a person's main body. I'm not drawing it very neatly. Just try to observe. So here is the brain located. Okay, this is a brain, and here you will have a spinal cord. Okay, so they are present at the center of your body. Actually, this is what our brain, and this is what our spinal cord. Okay, so they are present at the center. They are the main guys which control the entire system. Okay, so from here the information is getting passed to the various body parts. Okay, so who is sending the information to various body parts? Brain, or sometimes spinal cord also can send. Got to know? And there are certain nerves connected or arising from brain. Okay, so some wires must be there. No, this is like a power station, guys. Electricity is there. Say from a power station, if electricity have to pass through all the houses or different rooms of the house, you should connect the power station with wires, isn't it? The main power station, power generator will be there, and through the wires only electricity will be passed, isn't it? So these guys are information holders. They will try to send the information for various processes to happen. Okay, but somebody must be there to carry that information from one place to another, isn't it? So who are that somebody? That somebody is nothing but these nerves. We call them as nerves. Okay, and the nerves arising from brain is called cranial nerves. Nerves arising from brain is called cranial nerves. Okay, and the nerves arising from spinal cord, actually from the spinal cord, most of the nerves are connected to various body parts. Nerves arising from spinal cord is called spinal nerves. Okay, so this is our nervous system can be looked inside the body. Right, you will have the main guys, brain and spinal cord at the center. Brain will be here, and the spinal cord. Actually, spinal cord is protected by your backbone. If you touch your back, you will observe a thick, hard bone, isn't it? So inside that backbone, you have one more delicate structure called spinal cord. Okay, say if something is damaged to the spinal cord or brain, most of our thinking capabilities will be gone. Yes or no? Fine. So they are placed at the center main functioning areas, that is called central nervous system. So central, the name itself says central means main. where they are present at the center of the body. Okay, so central nervous system includes brain and spinal cord, and various nerves that will come out from brain and spinal cord, and they will connect to the various body parts, so these nerves together we call it as peripheral nervous system. Okay, so what do you mean by cranial nerves? Nerves come from brain and connects to various body parts. Okay, is called cranial nerves. Like, the brain is here. From the brain, the nerves will come to, the wires are connected to our eyes, our ears, mouth, nose area, to this area. From a brain, the wiring system is connected to these parts. So what are these nerves called? Cranial nerves. And spinal cord is here. From the spinal cord, the nerves are connected to hands, legs, my abdomen region, stomach area, these nerves are called spinal nerves. Okay, so what is the definition I can give for spinal nerves? Nerves come from or arising from spinal cord, okay, and connects to various body parts. Okay, so that is called spinal nerves. You can just observe the picture there, right? So at the center you have that red color, the brain as well as spinal cord, and from the brain and spinal cord various thin wires have been arised. They got passed to all over the body. You can observe, right? So what is the central nervous system there? Brain with spinal cord, whatever is there at the center, which is the main functioning area, that is called central nervous system, and remaining all nerves connected to various body parts, those nerves together. Peripheral means what? Side, adjacent. Okay, so onto a side of brain and spinal cord, many nerves connecting to various body parts, so that is called peripheral nervous system. Okay, so this is a very basic idea about a nervous system. Fine. Okay, and now fine, the information is passed through nerves, right? And what does that wires made up of? That is, what does that nerves made up of? So what you have inside a brain? What is there in a spinal cord? So what is this each and every wire? This is one nerve, this is one nerve. All these nerves are made up of small cells, very important cell. We call it as nerve cell. In other words, we call it as neuron. Okay, so each and every nerve is made up of a very much specialized cell called neuron. Okay, so here neuron is the superhero which is there in the nerves, and that is carrying actually the information from one place to another place. So I said through the nerves information is getting carried. I said nerves are nothing but wires that came from the brain and that came from the spinal cord to various body parts. Okay, and these wires are actually made up of the specialized cell called neuron. So here neuron is a super story in our picture, superhero in our picture. Okay, so let us talk about this guy called neuron first, and later we will study how the information is passed with the help of neurons in the nerves. Okay, fine. So neuron is nothing but, write the definition carefully. Nerves are made up of a specialized cell. Okay, which acts as a basic functional unit is called neuron. Okay, say each and every nerve, even the brain and spinal cord, they are made up of the cells, super special cells called neurons. Okay, so they are the one which actually responsible for passing signals or information from one part of the body to another part of the body. Okay, first let us try to study its structure. So you have seen its structure in class 9 also, but once again we study the structure in detail, the detailed aspects about each and every part, which is very much important for the board examination. Okay, so structure of neuron. Say structure is very easy to draw actually. So observe carefully and draw the structure in your books. So it will have a nucleus, okay, and after that, just draw some C shapes like this. Draw some C's, okay, and then connect the C's with thread-like structures like this. Connect this C's with thread-like structures. Fine. And now, draw a long tube, right? And then some endings. Okay, the tube will end like this. Okay, so this is the basic structure. Okay, and now let us label the parts. And these thread-like structures are called dendrites. Dendrites. Okay, and the whole thing, this nucleus and with this dendrites, this is called cyton. Cyton, or which is nothing but actually cell body. We will also call it as cell body. Okay, and you have to draw something like this around this long pipe. Okay, and this is actually the protective sheet, and this is a very delicate structure. This long pipe is a very delicate structure that has to be protected with certain layers. This is called the myelin sheath. Myelin sheath. Okay, and this long elongated tube is there. No, this is called axon. And these guys are called nerve endings. They are nerve ending, or I can also call it as axon endings. Axon endings. Okay, so this is how you have to draw the structure of the neuron. And here this is nucleus. Cell will have a nucleus. Yes, it is a nucleated cell, right? So this is how the different parts you have to label correctly. Now let us discuss which part does what work. Okay, coming to the very, very important part of a neuron, that is dendrites. Dendrites. Okay, so these dendrites are the one which collects information from outside and passes the information to axon. Okay, so information, these guys are collecting information from outside. Okay, and that information is passed to the axon. So what I can write here, what do the dendrites do? Collect. What are these actually? Thread-like structures. Arises, that means comes, arises from cyton, that is cell body. Okay, from the cell body, from the main body, the thread-like structures will come out. So those structures are dendrites. So what do? They collect the information here, information or signal, anything, signal, nothing but information. They collect the signal from outside and passes it to passes it to axon. Axon. Okay, so this is the major work of dendrites, right? And now coming to the cyton. Cyton is just a cell, which contains dendrites and a nucleus. That's it. Okay, so cyton is nothing but a cell body. A cell body contains nucleus and dendrites. Nucleus and dendrites. Okay, next we will talk about the long tube called axon. Okay, so what is axon? Axon is a long tube-like structure arises from cell body and passes information okay, to nerve endings. Okay, so this is the major work of axon. Axon is a long pipe through which information is passed. Dendron collects the information, it puts to axon. Through the axon, information is passed and it reaches to nerve endings. Okay, and here one more neuron will be there. From the nerve endings, the information is passed again to the dendrites. Okay, say there are so many neurons gets connected here. Say if this is one neuron, if this is one neuron and it has a nerve ending, right? And here one more neuron will be there. Here one more neuron will be there. Okay, see, dendrites of this neuron and nerve endings of this neuron is very much near. So information collects from these dendrites, it is passing through the long tube, it is reaching to nerve endings. Say in this gap, something will happen, some chemical reaction would happen, and that is responsible for passing the information from one neuron to another neuron. See, dendrites of other neuron is facing towards the nerve ending. These dendrites again takes information from this nerve ending and it gets passed like that in a nerve. Okay, so the nerve is made up of so many neurons. It may be made up of one neuron or so many neurons. Okay, so information is passed like this in a neuron. Anyway, so how the information is passed in a neuron will be studied in my next video in detail. As of now, just try to practice the structure of neuron and label it parts and try to understand which part does what work, okay, and its definition. So in my next video, let us see how actually a dendrite is collecting information and how the information is passed from one neuron to another neuron in detail. Okay, so with this, I complete this session. Revise this carefully, and it's a very, very interesting chapter. So you have to listen with utmost concentration and interest. Okay, I'll make the chapter much easier for you and much interesting for you guys. Only thing is, you just have to pay certain amount of attention and concentration. That's it. So see you in the next class. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe our channel for more updates to learn the concepts in the easiest way and in a detailed way. Thank you.